Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone.
Waalaikumsalam.
Mana yang lain-lain ni? Dah pukul 8 pun masih belum masuk lagi ya? Okay, never mind because I will only use 1 hour sessions for the additional knowledge. Okay, because you don't have to do the theory on the test. Your test is on the practical, right? So this is only added value lah. So if you check in our syllabus, actually we already done until week 12. Okay, just I want to cover a few more topics for additional knowledge lah, which is the internet and also the digital marketing or digital business. Okay, um, as long as you have that knowledge, it's okay lah. You don't have to remember it because you don't have a theory test, but you should understand lah as a multimedia students. Okay, let me share my slide. I think the internet one is already been shared in the future. Okay, I hope you already start doing your group project. Okay, if you have any problems, okay, do let me know. Okay, if you want to do a checking, also do let me know. Okay. Okay. Alright. Can you see my full screen of the PDF? Boleh?
Boleh.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Because sometimes using the PDF, when I put a full screen mode, okay, it will not be shared lah. Alright. So chapter 10, which is the internet. Okay, I believe that everyone know what is internet, right? If I asking you now, what is internet? Anyone? Anyone? What is internet? Just let me know what you know about internet. It's not necessary to be actual answer. What's your thought on internet? When we talk about internet, what is it?
Network.
Okay, network. Okay, digital network, right? Network via online. Okay. Lagi? Anyone else? Itu je. A platform to make a communications, right? Through online. What else? No internet, no connection, kan? Lagi apa? What else you can come across with the word internet? Nanti kalau apa ni adik-adik ke ataupun your global data, okay, can be global data. You can access internationally, globally, kan? Kalau kau tanya, apa tu internet? Internet adalah internet, kan? You couldn't explain what is internet. Just explain your understanding in internet. You should know lah, okay? So with this chapter, we will cover history on the internet and the internet working, and then multimedia on the web. Because multimedia also a part of internet also a part of multimedia. That's why you should understand what is internet. What is the use of internet for your multimedia project? So talking about history, kan, dia balik kepada dulu-dulu bagaimana internet ni terbentuk. So the internet began as a research network funded by the Advanced Research Project Agency of the US Defense Department in 1969. Okay. In 1969, the National Science Foundations took over the management of the ARPANET. Okay, this is the name lah, the name of the organizations. Commercial and business use of the internet was not permitted until 1992. Even though we already have the internet on 1989, okay, because we know that world is being headed by US, kan? So US is the one lah yang start give us a permission to get access throughout the world. Okay, so only actually it's already have the internet, but it still couldn't permit, because they are the one that give the access and then the permissions. Until 1992, you couldn't do a business and commercial in 1992, but businesses have since become its driving force. After 1992, then it's boom out. Everyone can use internet. Everyone can make a business through the internet. So when we talk about internet, actually it start with the network. Some people mentioned about network just now, right? A network is a cluster of computer. Cluster tu a group lah, a group. Cluster COVID-19 dulu kan. So cluster is a group, okay? It's a group of computer. When we have a few computers become a group, so we can say that we can connect through a network. Okay, so in a network, the server computer provide network service to the client computer on that network. So there is a center of like this example. This is the center one that connect all over other campus network through the internet. Okay, so how we connect with others network, others campus through the network. So how the network been connected through the internet. So several local area network, or we call it LAN, local area and network LAN, can be interconnected using gateway and router to form a wide area network. LAN dia kecil lah. Kalau dalam satu office, we call it LAN. Kan? So dia kata LAN interconnect using gateway dengan router je. Using a router, one organizations by a gateway and router, so it can connect all the offices all over the building lah. Okay, so LAN. LAN is in the local area. But when we talk about the wide area, meaning that one organizations might have a different branch, kan? So it connect with wide to a different branch, or maybe they have a branch in other country globally. That's also one more wider lah. Okay, but we're talking about LAN is local. Sometimes we don't have to use a different server, kan? Only one server is been connected. Okay, and then we use only gateway and router. But to connect with one, there is another tools to be used. LAN and WAN can be connected to the internet through a server that provide internet software and physical data connection. Okay, so this is a basic thing about internet. You will have the address, kan? So the first here in front, HTTP. Sometimes HTTPS, kan? Sometimes you did not type the word HTTP, just www, right? So actually this is the protocol. So either with S or without S. S means what? Can anyone tell me what is S stand for? Have you aware that sometimes we have HTTP, sometimes we have HTTPS? Ada perasan tak? Siapa masuk S tu dekat belakang dia? Nah, macam sekarang ni HTTP tak ada S kan? So what's the meaning by S at the back? Tak perasan? Okay. Okay, so let me inform you that the S is stand for secure. Means that the address is been secure line lah, secure line lah. Kalau macam ni sekarang UiTM ni tak adalah secure. But I think UiTM ada lah. Cuba search. Okay, normally it's have a S, means as secure. Kalau macam ni without the protocol is not so secure lah, the line is not so secure. So it can be hacked lah. Even S pun boleh boleh kena hack juga kan. Tapi the gateway is with a protocol of secure. Okay. And then the second part here, www. This is the service, which is World Wide Web. Ni standard lah, www is a World Wide Web. That's why it call it service. And then the third one is a domain name. Domain ni maksudnya apa benda tu kan? What is the name? Domain name tu nama dia lah, nama. So in this internet address, this is UiTM. Kan? Kalau you have your own website, your domain name is your name, your company name, right? So this is name lah, name given lah, macam nama orang kan. And then the fourth one is top level domain, edu, co. That's top level domain ni is what is this address to. For this one is for education, which is normally for inilah IPTA or UA, University Awam kan. So edu, so it cannot be simply used. You need to register your company and company as an education, then only you can use edu. Kalau company com kan, .com, .co, apa lagi jumpa, normally co lah, co company, commercial, org, organization, what else we have. So this is the top level lah, to show the address is what organizations, what business is doing on the address. Macam alamat rumah kan, alamat rumah kita mula-mula ada apa, nombor rumah, jalan apa kan, and then taman apa, postcode, lepas tu ada state kan, lepas tu baru country. So the last one is a country code. So .my stand for Malaysia, my. .uk stand for UK lah, macam tu. Okay. So the domain naming system DNS assign name and address to computers linked to the internet. So we know lah how we want to go to other place using this one, internet address. Internet pun also ada alamat kan, bukan saja rumah kita nak pergi mana-mana atau kita nak pergi mana-mana mesti ada alamat kan. So sama juga. So we use this address to go to any place lah, any place via online. Okay. Again, protocol, service, domain name, top level domain, and then country code. Okay. So the top level domain were established, this is explanations details lah macam saya cakap tadi. Top level established as categories to accommodate internet users. They can be called categories, what kind of organizations or business doing here kan. So commercial entities. EDU, degree granting for college, university. Okay. Sometimes university private they didn't use EDU because they want to show on the organizations or maybe on the commercial part. Okay. Tapi mostly it's very advisable lah, so people know that that organization is doing educations. GOV, yes, GOV government. Okay. So when you see the fourth one is GOV, which is the address is goes to government punya link lah. MIL, military. Okay. Next, the 2-letter US domain is based on political boundaries. The IP address or internet address is made up for numbers separate by period. Okay, ni IP address. So when we have a connections with the internet, okay, normally you will have this IP address in your computer. IP address dengan DNS address. Okay. So normally we put it as automatic kan. So sometimes we just put here automatically assigned. Okay. Sometimes they have a fixed line that you should put all the address. Kalau tidak dia pergi address lain. Ni standard lah. Okay. And DNS ni dia mesti fix. It's a given lah. Dia memang alamat yang given. Jadi you kena put it. That's why sometimes they will disable the automatic button. Kalau this one okay because it based on available line kan. Kalau you di office di UiTM kan, you did not figure out pun yang ni configure pun apa ni kan, so they automatically identified because sometimes your address might be changed lah, depend on the availability access lah. Okay. TCP/IP. TCP stand for Transmission Control Protocol and IP is Internet Protocol. Protocol for communication on the internet. Even internet also have a protocol that we need to follow lah. Mesti macam kalau kita nak pergi ke satu tempat mesti ada rule kan, traffic light macam tu. So even internet also they have their own rule or protocol. We call it TCP and IP. Okay, for transmission and also for internet itself. So a stream of data that is sent over the internet is first broken down into package by the TCP. Kita hantar address, kita hantar message kan. Normally it will break lah. It will break into package and send through internet sebab kita tak nampak in the line kan, kita tak nampak, so dia break. So itu ada security issues. If you came across the word encryption, dia encrypt the word supaya macam kita hantar surat, kalau orang lain terima surat tu dia boleh baca kan, macam tu lah. Untuk secure, dia buat encryption, means that masa transfer message tu dia broke into a piece ke apa kan, then you couldn't, bila you broke the line, sometimes you couldn't get all the message. That's for security reason lah. But sometimes dia hantar the whole package tu, which is kalau you access, you boleh dapat baca message tersebut. So data package include the receiving computer address, a sequence number, error connection information, and a small piece of data. IP is responsible for sending the packet to its destination along the road. Macam itulah. So internet protocol ni yang bertanggungjawab untuk hantar the package to the destination. So either it's encrypt or without encryption lah. Okay. So this is the step. Okay, the step 1, the TCP break data into packet. Okay, and then it goes router by router, and then the packet travel from router to router over the internet according to the IP protocol. Dia ada laluan dia lah juga kan, depend kepada you punya network. The TCP protocol reassemble, bila dah sampai dia reassemble balik into original, and then someone can read here. So kita tak sedar benda tu berlaku macam tu. Macam kita hantar surat lah, lebih kurang kalau secara physically lah. So hantar surat, dia pergi post, pergi ke one branch to one branch kan. Check the postcode number until it's received. Cuma kalau dari segi secure dengan unsecure, using a postcard or using postcard salah surat kan. So you have a registered post or unregistered. Kalau unregistered tak secure lah. So physically ni dia macam tu je lah. So physical pun ada secure dengan tak secure. Online also have their own protocol on secure and tidak. So talking about connections, this is the telco lah. The telco yang responsible kan to give us connection. So normally we use a dial-up, a telephone dial-up account, and a modem, a cable modem, or a digital subscriber line is required for network connection through an internet service provider. So we call all this is internet service provider, orang yang bagi servis internet pada kita. Who is it? Telkom, Maxis, TM, Digi, yes. So someone must own the internet. You tak boleh tiba-tiba ada internet sendiri. So mesti ada someone own. Macam elektrik pun ada orang yang own kan, air. So sama juga internet. So anything mesti ada owner dan mesti ada protocol and rules. Okay. So this is a few ISP provider. Not only this, okay, we know that we have more than this red apa yang merah-merah tu, red internet tu. Yang Asia punya tu. Banyak lagi lah. This is only a few lah, and a common internet provider. So the amount of data expressed in terms of bits per second is referred to as a bandwidth. So kita panggil the data yang dia transfer ni, kita panggil bit per bit. This is the bandwidth. So the bandwidth ni yang mahal ni. How much bandwidth that we have kan. So the greater the bandwidth, the lesser will be time taken to upload or download data. If you have a great high bandwidth, maksudnya lagi cepat access to deliver. Lagi cepat you punya proses upload and download. Okay, so ini kena belilah kan. So what package that we buy, what speed that we buy, which is the bandwidth lah. Low bandwidth modem connections are a bottleneck for sending multimedia across. Kalau kita guna internet yang dia punya bandwidth low kan, it might taking a lot of time. Pernah tak you transfer data, which is you have a big size of data, big size, 1 gig lah kan. So dia tulis kat situ 1 jam transfer. Because your bandwidth is not enough for the big size punya. Sebab tu kalau kita di internet, kita ada tengok package dia bagi berapa? 3 Mbps, 6 Mbps kan. That's the bandwidth lah. So the higher will be better lah actually. And then the cost also increase. Bandwidth bottleneck can be avoided using the following option. siapa yang macam mungkin the area is not have a good bandwidth. Mungkin one is the package lah kan, to have a cheap price, you subscribe the low bandwidth punya. Normally yang speed ni 6 kan, so kita boleh sampai 3 je. Sometimes because of the area itself lah. So we have a solution also, those yang have a low bandwidth. Okay, what we do first is compress data before transmitting. Macam instead of you send the original file, contohlah you hantar PDF, raw data PSD tinggi because of the image that you put together will increase the size of the data, the file. Okay, what you should do is you need to compress it, zip dia ke, supaya dia compress ni dia lebih pack sikit, so you can see the file size is reduced. So that's the one things. Obligate user to download data only once and then store the data on the system hard disk. Yang ni benarkanlah boleh save kan, download and save, and then dia boleh tengok secara offline. Instead of every time you need to open the file, you need to download kan. So it's taking time. It's taking 2 times to download and have a big data lah. Okay. So inilah benarkanlah users untuk download and then they can save their own hard drive. Third, design multimedia elements to be efficiently compact. Make sure lah if you macam image kan, like I said that if your purpose is to purpose on software, normally we use image yang macam saya cakap. Kalau untuk view on desktop, so your file size should be 96, or sometimes we can also have 72 lah resolution, 72 dpi over 150. Kalau untuk compact lah easy, but sometimes when you do a design kan, you need to send your file to printer. So you cannot compress it because you want to have the print, cantik kan print. So kalau print, your file should have 300 and above. So that's one susah lah. Tapi kalau untuk kan ada bila you nak hantar file, they will ask you kan, you want to send as a email attachment or as a image, dia boleh help you to format your file. Design alternative low bandwidth and high bandwidth navigate path to accommodate all user. Okay, so you should able to macam kalau you deal with client, right? Your client is all over country, contohlah kan jauh. How you want to go there is a cost kan, drive pergi sana, tunjuk jumpa every times. So what you do is transfer the data or show the data using your file using internet. So kalau just untuk view, untuk comment, hantarlah yang low resolution kan, because you don't have to.
Baik dia akan bundahkan, kalau tak, tapi aku tak bundahkan sebab aku rasa macam nanti takut aku kecewa dia tak bundahkan rasa aku.
Tapi aku tak rasa guna kan sebab dia bagi makan kita
Siapa yang on mic tu, siapa yang on mic tu, macam mana boleh turn on, buat benda lain lah pula tu. Nampak sangat kan Amalina, you buat apa? Buat maths. Okay.
Sorry doktor.
I just need only 1 hour session, okay? So fokus dulu, nanti lepas tu boleh buat benda lain. Alright? So let me continue. Okay, and then macam tadilah, so you have the options kan. If you want to show only for your client, so send out the low file. Kalau for the final one, for the printing, barulah you hantar yang high definition, which is in high bandwidth lah. You kena carilah high bandwidth punya connection. And lastly, implement incremental streaming method, which is you need to using a streaming method lah. Sometimes they use the local one, FTP. Sometimes they try lah, they try to find increment, naikkan lah dia punya streaming method ni. Banyaklah guna file yang, tapi mostly kalau yang free upload dekat internet tu, normally they will compress it unless you buy. Because if you buy the service, it will send to the cloud kan. So ada service yang akan jaga you punya data tu. So it's have more fast lah. So this is, you can buy the streaming method as well. So internet service, each internet service is implemented on the internet server by dedicated software known as a daemon. Ni software untuk internet. So we don't use it because we are not a internet service provider. So daemon are an agent program that run in the background and wait to act on request. We don't know this software because normally this is for ISP lah, ISP, okay, internet service provider yang have this to use this software. So the internet support services such as the hypertext transfer protocol and the post office protocol, POP or HTTP. This is the support service lah. Okay, and this one is the other services provided by the internet, including the HTTP, FTP, Gopher, HTTP, HTTPS. Normally what we know is HTTP and HTTPS kan, but FTP is transfer data. Transfer file between computer can be anonymous or password protected. Kalau kita nak lebih secure, normally we use FTP. But this one, FTP ni, dia secure lah, dia secure. They are giving you the access. Dia bagi you satu protocol number to get access. Macam contohlah saya ada file, so saya bagi saya punya line tu, alamat saya. So pada you supaya you can access it. So I can open access to everyone yang I give the access lah. Okay. Gopher ni for menu or material available on the internet seldom used. Sebab tu we haven't heard it because very seldom lah. Saya pun tak berapa sure apa ni the use of this Gopher. So HTTP, HTTPS, okay. IMAP, internet, email. Okay, IMAP is receiving. Okay, receiving the email. IRC ni chatting. Dulu zaman saya lah ada MIRC, message IRC ni, internet relay chat, chatting. Dulu Yahoo, IRC lah tu. MUD for real time game playing. This for game. POP, post office protocol. This one also for mail. For electronic mail. RTSP for streaming media. Telnet for logging on, working from remote computer. Dulu we use Telnet lah. Telkom use Telnet, which is dial up, which lebih mahal lah. You kena buy the dial up and then Telnet. It's a different cost. But now we use streaming kan. Streaming kita kena bayar satu cost saja. SMTP is for sending mail. So if you check in your configurations on the mail sending out dengan sending in, they have their own protocol. Mesti ada SMTP. SMTP untuk membolehkan you hantar email keluar. So smtp.mail. .mail lah mesti ada. Kalau tadi yang IMAP pun sama. IMAP untuk receive IMAP. So dia mesti ada IMAP dengan SMTP. Usenet for participating in discussion group. This one is more on conference punya lah. Okay. Or discussion or forum boleh guna juga Usenet. Dia pun jarang-jarang guna because normally we use the HTTP dengan HTTPS saja, link kan. So the worldwide design was designed by Tim Berners-Lee. You kena tahulah siapa yang buat servis WWW ni. Designed by Tim Berners-Lee, Tim Berners lah nama dia kan. Hidup lagi ke dia ni? Saya pun tak sure. Okay. It is a protocol for linking multiple documents located on computer anywhere within the internet. The HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, provide rules for simple transaction between two computers on internet. And then HTML is a document format for presenting structured. Dulu-dulu, all the browser are using design using the HTML. Dulu-dulu kita nak buat website, kita guna HTML coding. You create the HTML coding in the notepad, okay, and then you create some web page. Dia banyak lah ni language untuk design. Okay, lepas tu kita ada XHTML. So dulu-dulu nak buat website, you kena buka notepad. And then you kena save as first the index one. Index dulu you kena save. Index is the main lah yang you akan send dekat orang. Orang tu boleh buka and then it's link each page. So zaman sekarang, not only HTML lah, we have a lot of language lagi lah untuk buat the design. But this is the basic lah, through the HTML. And then we have other language. Okay, tadi HTML is the first one lah. And then we have XML, PHP, JavaScript. All this is another language that use a different software. Zaman dulu saya kata dia guna Notepad kan. Notepad is already in your computer. You buka Notepad, you boleh type lah. But nowadays we have PHP, JavaScript, which is you need to have the software, which is the Cold Fusion. After we use HTML, actually we use Dreamweaver. Ni tak ada dalam Dreamweaver, tapi kita guna Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver, kalau tadi Notepad, dia cuma ada dia punya programming je. Dekat situ coding dia saja you nampak. Tapi bila we move to the software Dreamweaver, so we can see design dengan coding sebelah-sebelah. And then Cold Fusion ni pun boleh buat macam tu juga. So if we have the software, easy for us to see the design kan. Lepas tu other language we have the XML, Extensible Markup Language, is used to format and deliver web page using style. So this is another language being used using a design of the web page. And then after we design the web page, okay, sekarang kita guna macam saya katakan, your project can use Wix kan. That one is the website builder. Website builder that you don't have to think of where it been port kan, because it's in the ni lah, siapa yang provide Wix tu. Okay, so to get see your web page using a web browser, mesti ada web browser ni. That's why kita panggil website kan. Website, it's through a web browser. Application that run on a user personal computer on a client side on the internet to provide the interactive graphical interface for searching, finding, viewing text document, sound animation and others. So when you design to make sure that everyone can see your web page, your multimedia projects, so you need to design your projects that can be used by web browser. So we have a few web browser here. This one is apa? Internet Explorer. Ni Internet Explorer kan? Yang ni apa? Chrome. This one? Firefox. Right. This one? Safari. Safari for those yang using Mac lah. Actually before Internet Explorer is not the first one. The first one is Netscape, kita panggil Netscape Communication. Dulu tak cantik lah dia punya view, tapi dia ialah one of the earliest internet browser lah. Okay, alright, done. Let's recap. The internet the internet connects private companies, organizations, universities and industry. Betul tak? So not only, that's why I said the internet is a communication tool. And you can connect to your friends, connect to your organizations, connect to different university. It's a communication tool. The internet is a cluster of computer. So orang kata internet tu apa? Cluster of computer, gabungan antara komputer-komputer. So how internet should operate? It's between one computer to one computer. It's not only computer actually, it's a devices lah kan. Zaman sekarang it's not only purposely for computer. Devices. It can be a mobile phone, it can be your tab and desktop. Internet service provider provide network connection through a dial-up account, cable modem or DSL. So how our internet service provider provide our network? Using this one lah, dial-up account, cable modem. Kalau macam you pergi internet dekat mana-mana, you need to sign in kan. Itulah dial-up account. Okay, and cable modem is connect lah. Kalau you tengok dekat hotel-hotel atau dekat organisation UiTM, dia guna modem kan untuk connect. Okay, the domain name DNS manage the identify computer connect to the internet, which is the address tadi tu kan. Ingat lagi yang ada berapa 4 protocol tadi. HTTP provide rules for contacting, requesting and sending document encode with the HTML. This one is the rules kan. Ada secure ke unsecure. JavaScript, Cold Fusions and XML can be used to generate dynamic web page. So all this is the language, the software to create a dynamic web page. Dynamic maksud dia ni dia boleh bergerak-gerak, dia boleh klik-klik. Kalau dia static maksudnya dia macam satu interface saja, images, static image. Okay, done. Winners never quit and quitter never win. Maksud dia. So, okay. And then we have the internet digital marketing. Okay, I believe that you understand what is digital marketing. Can you name one of the digital marketing? Apa digital marketing yang you tahu? Anyone? Tak tahu digital marketing apa?
Facebook.
Facebook. Lagi? Facebook is one of the social media punya digital marketing. Okay, kalau cakap pasal digital social media, you have Facebook, Instagram, lagi Twitter kan. So selain daripada social media, what else digital marketing? YouTube. YouTube pun sama juga digital marketing. Okay. Anything that you can do when we talk about digital marketing is anything you can do a market online. Apa market online? YouTube boleh buat iklan kan? Apa lagi? Anyone else lagi? Website. Website also digital marketing. Lagi? Email marketing. Yes, true. Email marketing also digital marketing. Yes. Lagi? Apps. Right? Apps pun digital marketing. SEO. Kalau talking about website, it's linked with SEO lah. You want to increase the searching kan? Ada SEO marketing. Lagi? Ada? So, besar. E-commerce also digital marketing. So, any method to market your product. Because bila you dah buat multimedia project, you want to market your project, your design kan? Market to find a potential customer ke, ataupun market lah to market yourself. That's why when we said that it's hard to start a business. Memang susah nak mula business, but to market, to promote is very easy because we have a lot of tools, which is the first, as long as you have the internet, the connections, you can access all over your potential customer through digital marketing. Okay. So that's why I know that you understand what is digital marketing. So let me show you the video talking about the digital marketing. Okay, short video. Okay, let me change the setting of the voice first. Okay, so without I tell you what is the purpose and what is the benefit of digital marketing, you can understand kan? You can have investment with a low cost, but the return might give you more than that because internet ni kita tahu, as long as you have the internet connections, kan, you can reach anyone and any potential customer. So tadi dia cakap dekat situ, saya change. cakap dekat situ the use of SEO kan. SEO is a tools lah to increase your punya search appearance. Kan, kalau if you are creating your company profile, okay, company profile website lah, normally website, okay, you want when people search you kan, you are in top search kan. Contohlah you jual freelance company kan, freelance company. So when people search for a good freelance company, your company is top top punya search kan. So kita guna SEO lah. SEO ni you kena bayar sebenarnya. Dia ada, kan kita kata internet ni ada orang yang jaga kan, ISP ni ada protokol yang jaga. So ada satu company yang akan jaga benda ni untuk check lah. If you pay the service, dia boleh help you to become the first hit lah. But instead of that, actually to increase the hit kan, to increase the search tu, what you can do is the more people search you, the more people hit your link, dia boleh akan jadi juga. Tapi bukan number first, number second, bukanlah. Yang number first, number second normally yang paid punya, yang ada paid service. Bila paid service, the service provider will help you to put your search engine tu is number top lah, top 5. Kalau tak ada lagi yang subscribe, so you are become a third, fourth, macam tu lah, lebih kurang. Okay. But like I said lah, they still have the option lah kalau tak gunakan the service. What you can do is to promote. Promote, the more people search you, the more people hit the link. So you don't have to pay sebenarnya. Dah orang tolong promote kan. So pernah nampak tak kalau you selalu you punya hit, you punya view tu tinggi, dia akan normally it will show the high hit punya lah, high hit, high view semua. Sebab tu dia berada di top atas. Okay. Alright, what else? Okay, let me check. Actually, we have until week 17 kan, tapi tak sebenarnya sampai week 17 kita. Next week, okay, actually next week is your practical test. But because of I have a course, okay, saya ada course dekat luar. Saya tak boleh nak buat quiz on week 13. But your quiz, bukan quiz, practical test tu. Your practical test tu will be on week 14. Means next week, okay? Next week, I want you to focus to complete your project. And also, again, your practical test tu is on the animation. So kan, animation pula, animate CC tu, kan? Buat animation. Focus animations only. So, when I see your mock, okay, you still need improvement, okay? Check in the future that I provide the tutorial tu kan. Practice, okay? Sampai you boleh buat yang baik lah, okay, and you can check the rubric lah, what is the rubric punya scheme untuk bagi marks tu kan. So next week saya akan return the marks for the practical test 1 and also the video pitching. 2 markah tu saya akan reveal lah, okay. We might not have a class because I have a course that time. Habis Jumaat tu saya ada kelas, saya ada kursus. So takkan ada kelas. I want you to focus on 2 things. First, complete your group project, and the second thing is practice your animations, authoring tool for your practice too. Next week, on week 14 is your practical test too. Khamis tu kita ada ni lah, ada revision dulu. Revision, I'm not sure yet what we will do for 26, but your practical test tu will be physical, okay. I might skip the 26 lah, tak perlu. I want you to focus on your practical test tu, or I will let you know lah later on what we can do on 26 kalau ada. Kalau tak ada, I will tell you also to skip it until 27. So remember, put it in your schedule. On 27, you will have practical test 2 in lab session. Physically lah, 8 hingga 10 tu. Okay. So 2 hours. The question is similar what I give you in the mock. Okay, cuma dia punya content tu lain lah. Content dia is based on yang you buat dekat practical test 1, which is on marketing of the product, macam tu. Okay, yang mock saya bagi is marketing about me kan. So dia lebih kurang sama saja sebenarnya. Okay. And then week 15 focusing on your presentation. That's why I want you to focus next week tu tak ada kelas kan. So focus your group project mesti siap dengan yang practical individual. Because the next week you ada test, individual. Another week to week 15 is your presentations. After presentations, all the group will be present and then complete done. Dah siap present, saya comment, I give you a few maybe 1 week to do improvement, okay, untuk group project. And then you submit and we complete all the courses lah. Tak sampai pun sampai week 17. Actually, it's extra if there is anything you need to cover lah. Okay. Boleh faham? Anything you want to ask? Okay, again,
Lagi masa animation tu kena tambah sound ke?
kena, mesti ada. Mesti ada complete. Kan kita dah belajar sampai element animations, which is element animation tu last kali. So sound pun adalah dalam animations. So not necessary you punya animasi tak ada bunyi kan. You can put an kita panggil narrations, your own voice, or you can use a voice over yang dekat internet pun boleh juga. Okay, include all. Animations, nice lah, ada music kan, ada narrations, ada dialogue. Okay, lagi? Tak ada soalan lagi? Okay, so again, I repeat, next week we don't have a class. Please complete your group project. Okay, group project yang buat you punya company profile tu kan. And then individual practice again your animate CC untuk buat animation. Okay, because you only have 2 hour session nanti masa bengkel tu, masa lab session untuk focus on your test sahaja. And another week kita ada presentations and then we complete. Alright? No other question? Boleh faham? Next week I will reveal the marks for practical test 1 and your video pitching. 2 markah tu lah saya akan bagi. Okay, if no further questions, I think that's all for today. Okay, I see you next week. Right, sorry, next week don't have. I see you week 14 for the practical test. Alright? Maybe 26 tu we can have the additional knowledge on the digital business lah. Digital business. Dekat tadi we understand about digital marketing, right? So I think I will added a knowledge about the digital business instead of digital marketing on the marketing saja. So I make your eyes opens on what business else that you can do on your multimedia projects, on the apps and so on lah. Okay. So 26 we have a short lecture on the sharing macam ni tadi lah, and tomorrow you ada practical test too. So it's a good also lah supaya saya boleh remind again your practical test too. If no questions, I think that's all class. Thank you everyone. Bye.